I decided to do a reading today because I didn't get to do one at the beginning of the week. And there's a few changes coming up in the skies in the coming days. So I thought I'll ask the angels what they have as guidance for us. So I'm waiting for a few people to join. If you don't know me, I'm Antje Roggeman, a medium and a channel, and I offer healing sessions and online courses. And right now I'm going to do a reading. So let's see what the angels want us to know today and for the coming days. Let's see. Funny. Ask for guidance. Ask for guidance. Hi, Coxetter 888. So, what do the angels want us to know? Hi, Katie Brunes. Hi, IML Ascending. So I've asked, what do the angels want us to know today and in the coming days? And the first card, funny enough, is guidance. When you make divine intelligence your foundation, you finally have a fixed star to follow. Yep. That's something. Thank you. Hi. That's something that keeps coming up in healing sessions with clients, that the angels are telling us to move away from the ego. Ego thinking is something that we've all learned. Like, if you have an issue, if you have a problem, you think it and overthink it and you do, and it needs to happen now. And no, that doesn't work anymore. So you have your own life path and life plan. Everyone else has that too. Hi, Espejo. And your ego doesn't know that. Your guardian angels know it. Archangel Metatron knows it. And the angels will always guide you according to your life plan. That's why you have to ask for guidance, because your mind can't figure it out. So get used to talking to Archangel Metatron every morning, talking to your guardian angels every morning. Ask them to guide you through your day and make the right choices, moves, decisions for your life according to your life path. And if you need help and guidance, you can work with me. Hi, Babel. Ask for guidance every morning, Archangel Metatron and your guardian angels. Not your ego, it doesn't know your life path. What else? What else? What else? Inner child. Allow me to give compassion and love to that little one. Let me attend to its deepest needs and feelings. Your inner child is a part of you, and it often got hurt in your childhood, so it's going to come up in your adult life. I often say that when I look outside into the world, what I see is a lot of inner children fighting with each other, and not adults responding to each other. So you need to learn when your inner child pops up because of some trigger that was created due to trauma as in your childhood. And that doesn't necessarily mean abuse. For children up until the age of 8 are unable to process emotions with the help of an emotionally mature adult. But most of us did not have an emotionally mature adult at our side. So any little thing, any little emotion that comes up, and children go through a lot of changes in their brains in the early stages of their life, anything can cause a trauma when the right help wasn't there. And later on it's going to come up. It's going to come up as, hi Ringo. It's going to come up as fear, panic, or fighting against what is coming. There's a great meditation for inner child healing on YouTube. It's called Inner Child Meditation by Dr. Len, L-E-N. That's a meditation I recommend to every client, and I also recommend it to you. It's something you can do every day, and it helps you to connect with your inner child. Hold it, give it love, just connect to it, because that is what the inner child wants. It's a part of you that will always be a part of you and needs a place in your life. So, what else do the angels want us to know? Oh, that's nice. Manifestation. So, what are you manifesting right now? What is coming up for you? You might have been or felt a bit stuck in the past days or even months, because we had a lot of planets in retrograde, and it's going to change this week and next week. So on Sunday, Jupiter is going direct, and on Monday, Mercury is going direct. Yay! So communication is going to work again. So manifesting is also going to start happening, actually. And if you feel a bit stuck right now, or as if you're being held back, that's likely going to change Sunday, Monday, and after that. So energies are going to start moving again. Set intentions. Again, work with your guardian angels and Archangel Metatron, because they know your life plan and can guide you accordingly, and also help to bring in what's next for you. So let's see. What else? It's like we're beating the same drum. Krishna, devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. Yeah, there's always help available on the other side. And you have guidance, and trust it and ask for it. It's a bit funny that they repeat that so often. But there's a reason for it, and that's what I've noticed in the past days, especially last week with clients. And that was not listening to their guidance. And then writing me emails telling me, I feel stuck. And then I pull a card and channel a message for them. And the angels tell them, well, if you don't follow your guidance, that's what you get, getting stuck. Because guidance doesn't work. It's not a 10 or 1,000 step plan for the next year of your life. Guidance is you are getting the next step and maybe a few steps, but if your ego kicks in and says, no, I don't want that, and you don't take that step, then you're stuck, because then further guidance won't come. Guidance only works when you take the steps that you are being shown, and if you don't, you don't get further guidance. They just keep repeating the same thing, and other than that, you are stuck. And that's a pattern that has come up last week, especially a lot, that I had kind of, and I still have some clients where there's no forward movement happening at the moment, and I just have to step back and say, okay, you go your path and work through whatever is needed right now, because I can't change that. So trust your guidance and follow it, because that's the path you have signed up for. And if resistance comes up, you can actually ask for that and release it. So ask, how many parts in me are resistant to my spiritual path. And then see what number you get. If that's complicated, you can take your hands and assign percentages to them. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And then you hold them in front of you and you ask the same question. How many parts in me are resistant to my spiritual path? And then you look towards your hands and see where your eyes are drawn to. Which percentage was that? Don't be surprised if it's 60, 70 or even more. That happens. What you do then is you go inside and you connect with those parts. You just close your eyes and say, I call to me the parts that are resistant to my spiritual path. And then you say, I love you, I accept you. And then you take them, imagine God in front of you, and you hand them over. And give them to God and let them go away. And you can ask Archangel Michael to cut your cords to those parts and then just see God take those parts away. And you will feel that you can breathe out and that things start changing. And you can vary that question. You can ask that for different parts of your life. You can ask how many parts in me are resistant to healing. Same procedure. And then give them to God. Because the resistant parts in you are the parts that are blocking the progress. And it's important to acknowledge them, connect with them, tell them that you love them. Judgment would just make it worse. Accept them. And then just give them to God. And that's how you can create the next step and move forward again. Because those parts can be blocking the next step in your life. So, what else? So the light is changing, sun is coming and going today. Yeah, that's the result. Liberation. Doubts and fears still come up, but you don't believe anymore that they are you. Yeah, so the spiritual path is actually a path of liberation because you're freeing yourself from everything that is in resistance to anything. Bina Scolari is saying that's powerful. Yes, it is. Thank you. You're welcome. It is. It's something that, hi, Pink Gratitude. It's something I also do from time to time to release something that blocks. And liberation is the result. And literally the spiritual path is a path of liberation because what you do is that you work through all these things, you recognize them. It's a lot becoming awareness is actually the thing. In the moment that you become aware of something that you have not been aware before, that's the moment where change happens, the awareness. And then you can use tools to work through it. Emotions want to be felt. Trauma and karma can be released, for instance, with angel symbols that I work with in healing sessions. Energy clearing is an option. And there's lots of ways to do it with angels, archangels, and ascended masters. But the first step is always awareness. And then change can happen. And then it's a path. And you also you get to know yourself better. You learn to know when your ego kicks in. You feel it, you recognize it. You can step back and say, oh, okay, let me switch from ego to soul, to guidance. What does my guidance say is the next step, not what does my ego bring up. Or what is being triggered right now? Where does it come from? It's always coming from childhood. So, and we can release the trauma, and next time the trigger doesn't work anymore because it's gone. And that's how you work through, and you also start recognizing when doubts come up, when fears come up, when your ego jumps in instead of following guidance. And you recognize that you are not your emotions, you are not your doubts, you are not your fears, you are not your ego. And you can get to a new position, a new perspective, and a new kind of inner peace, actually, which feels very different to what you once were. And that's liberation. So yeah, and that's something happening at the moment as well. There's during these retrogrades, inner processes happen a lot. And when the planets move forward again, what changed in you inside will show up outside as well. And because we've just, at the beginning of October, I think at least four planets were retrograde, 4 or 5, I think, with Aries. Eris, E-R-I-S, that's a little one. Hi, Alex, Christy. And now they are all moving forward again, starting next week. So there's inner processes that have been happening will be showing up or showing results in the outside as well. Honesty and communication. Yes. Yeah, Mercury is going direct on Monday. So communication will be easier again. We will still be in shadow for 2 more weeks, I think. But retrograde is often a phase where people who are not aware and not conscious of energies can forget respectful communication. And that should be starting to get better again. But also it's important that you communicate honestly with other people. The spiritual path is also a path of becoming authentic and being in your integrity. And the more you release fears of being criticized, fears of persecution from past lives, or even fears of what other people might think of you, the more you can speak your truth. And that is important. It's needed. Your truth is needed, but also remember your truth does not have to be someone else's truth, because everyone has a different perspective on situations and on life. Everyone has a different set of abilities. And everyone has their place on this planet and in the whole. So remember that, but also communicate honestly, respectfully, and lovingly. One more. Okay. One more. I'm being told one more. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Kali. Facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. Yeah. So as uncomfortable as it may feel when so many doubts and fears are coming up, they are coming up to be noticed and released. And that's where you can actually call on Kali, who is a goddess that helps with clearing out the old, death and rebirth. And she seems to be present right now. And speaking of major changes unfolding. And that's what I always feel is happening in Mercury retrograde, that lots of the old is being reviewed. It's coming up again. You can look at it again. Even relationships sometimes come up again. And you can literally sort it out. That's the reason why I always put the energy and clutter clearing course into the Mercury retrogrades of the year. So the last one of this year finishes today. And the next one is going to start in January in the next Mercury retrograde. In the mid of January that starts. Because the energy of the retrograde supports the clearing out of what is no longer needed in your life, what you're not meant to take with you. And we are still in that phase until Monday of clearing out. So if there's anything you feel can go from your life, let it go. Let it go. I've just posted a story before. Let what wants to come, and let what wants to go, from Outrageous Openness by Tosha Silva. That just came up for me today. And that's exactly what's happening, because things and also people are leaving my life, and I can't see the new ones yet, but I know that there's new things or new people coming. So might be the same for you. And especially when Kali is appearing, call on her for help with releasing what is meant to go. Okay, so that was it for today. Let's see what's going to happen in the coming days. If you want to work with me, I offer healing sessions with angel symbols to help you release whatever needs releasing in your life and in your family from past lives, and to help you find your life purpose and follow it. As I said, I have the Energy and Clutter Clearing course. The next one will start in mid-January. I haven't got the dates up yet. The Working with Archangels course, where you learn 15 archangels, you can take that anytime, as well as the business planning course when you want to start your business. You can take that anytime as well. But I also do business coaching within the healing sessions. So all the information is on my website, also in Instagram highlights. Links are in my bio. Okay, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.